Hi guys, we are going to do a quick demo of eNPS. I'm going to show you how to create a survey, how to add recipients to your survey, and we'll show what it looks like to actually receive one of our NPS surveys from eNPS. So let's get started. Adding a survey is really easy to do. We're going to give it a name. This is something internal. I'm going to call it TwoFor, the parent company of eNPS. And I'm going to use the recommended language. Would you recommend working at TwoFor to a friend? The low and high NPS labels by default are not really and absolutely, but you can modify this. And then we prompt for comment. These will be anonymous comments that you'll be able to see on your dashboard. So you could say, want to leave a comment. We have the default language is anything else. We'll set this to launch every quarter. I'm going to leave the launch time the same because I want it to launch basically as soon as I add recipients. And we have another setting where you can choose how often you want to remind your recipients who haven't filled out the survey. By default, it's every 2 days, but you can change this. All right, so now that I've created my survey, I have to add people to it. You can add them one at a time by filling out this form, or you can import a spreadsheet. I'll demo this option because it's a little bit trickier. First of all, we have a template right here you can download. All the headers are there, which you don't want to modify, and you can then add rows to this file, import it, and it works really well. So I'll show you what this file needs to look like. We have first name, last name, email, department, title, hire date, manager email location, and phone number. The only two that are really required are email or phone number because we need a way to contact your recipients. You can leave the names, all this information downcased. The one little trick with this is if you want to use our hire date, which allows you to, we'll give you some more insights by seniority. You can tell if people who have been there longer have a lower or a higher NPS than people who are, say, brand new. But in order to get this hire date to format correctly, you have to format the cells so that the date is formatted with a 4-digit year followed by a 2-digit month and a 2-digit day. And you do that by going to Format Cell, choose the custom format here, and then you just type this in, YYYM/MM/DD. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go and import this file. I'm going to go to my demo here and import it. Note when you import it, it actually happens in the background, but it's pretty fast. So you'll just need to refresh and we'll see it pop up right here. So the other thing to note is that active surveys launch on a 10-minute cycle. So it might take up to 10 minutes for your survey to get sent. So what I'm going to do is pause this video right now. I'll wait for the surveys to come in and let's see what it looks like to be a recipient of an eNPS survey. Okay, we have our surveys. Let's check them out. This is what it looks like to receive a survey from eNPS. What I can do is click on any of these. Let's just say I'll go with a 10 here. And you can see that 10 transferred. When I clicked on the 10 in the email, it automatically selected it from the form. It's been really fun learning to fly. Again, this is my Tom Petty person here, so I'll submit that. We got it. Okay. Now let's switch over to the text message. So this was my Miles Davis user, if you saw in my spreadsheet. Miles got a text. Hi, TwoFor invited you to take a quick NPS survey. Would you recommend working at TwoFor to a friend? Respond between 0 and 10. So let's just say Miles isn't all that jazzed about working here. If it is 7, it will then prompt, do you have any comments? kind of blue. So that'll get sent, and we respond with, hey, thank you for your response. Okay, so now Tom Petty and Miles Davis have responded to our NPS surveys. We can click back over here and look at the survey that I just created. It has an NPS of 50 because Tom was a promoter and Miles was just kind of a neutral. And you can see the comments here. This was the NPS of 7 that we got from Miles. Here was the NPS of 10 that we got from Tom. Of course, you won't see their names because we keep this anonymous. One interesting thing, though, is that you can filter by location. Both Tom and Miles were in San Francisco. They both have the same manager, wife at Buckley.com, but they were from different departments. So if I try to drill down to a result where there is only one answer, I'm going to get a screen saying, hey, we can't show you that information. You need more data to come in, because then we would no longer be anonymous if you can drill down to a single response. So that's it. That's how NPS works. Really hope you enjoy using it, and please let me know if you have any questions. I am easy to contact by email at Ryan, RYAN, at eNPS.co. Talk to you soon.